Rick, let's start with the first drive, the interception with the penalty called back, and then the touchdown getting overturned. There were a lot of sort of hiccups, it seemed like, that were kind of derailing you guys in the first half.
Yeah, you need to keep going. We talked about it was definitely, going into halftime as one of those grinded out type of games. They were playing really well on defense, and you couldn't really get in a flow of things, but being up on the scoreboard 9-0 is a big deal. So just one of those games you got to keep playing, keep grinding, and keep doing your thing.
And I got to ask you, there are two third and shorts in opposition territory. Choose to kick a field goal instead. Just what were your thought process behind it?
I thought points were a premium. I thought if we could get ahead in the game, we were going to put them in a bind. So that would be a game-by-game decision. It's not something that you just do automatically, but I thought if we could get ahead of them, and I think we would put them in a bind. And you could see as the game went on, you could see that points were like gold, and it proved out that way of being 9-0 at the half.
And what do you think that happened? Because I don't think anyone predicted like a scoreless first quarter.
No, I think they're good on defense. If you watch their Saskatchewan film, I think they're 2 for 2 on defense. If you watch their guys play defense, they do a pretty good job. So they weren't letting us get on track. Our guys made the plays though, and kind of broke the game open a bit there late, which was good. And I'm just happy with the win, really.
201 to 53. That's the margin of victory that you guys have in your last 5 games against the Elks. To what do you attribute that success?
I don't know. That's not on my mind right now. We're just trying to cash in wins, and it's big to get wins early in the year, especially against people in our division. So I don't know. I just take it game by game.
JJ had the stat earlier. It's 1977 was the last time you guys pitched a shutout.
That's what the radio guys said. I said I was 6 years old. The only problem with me saying that is you guys can figure out how old I am. So that is amazing. It doesn't happen very often in this league, as you guys know that have been around. Like usually there's a single or a field goal or something happens. So obviously it's number one total credit to our defense, but it's also credit to the whole football team, as you got to play good football, and our offense really chewed up some time there late in the game. So, but that's obviously that's not ever top of mind as pitching a shutout, but it's a neat thing to be a part of because it doesn't happen very often.
Dominic Rhymes went down there in the fourth quarter. Do you have any update on that?
No, something with his foot. I think he's feeling better about it now, but it would be me just speculating. But I think he feels better or relieved than I think when he first felt it. So thinking good thoughts. Hope the guy's not out for long. We'll see what happens.
And I asked VA this. He couldn't give me an answer, but I know you're a fan. So what LL Cool J song best describes his victory?
Well, I always think about my game in high school was having I Need Love on the mixtape, which was a cassette tape, by the way. So that was always my song back in the day. So I don't know if that really goes with football, but that's where it goes for me. What is it? You gotta lay your jacket down so you can walk over a puddle or whatever. So, what's that?
Real gentlemanly of you.
Real gentlemanly. That's exactly right.
One for me. Do you think that kind of the amount of penalties in the game led to this kind of stop-start, lack of momentum points for you guys?
Yeah, we need to cut out some of those penalties. The return game ones were frustrating because we actually were doing some good stuff in the return game. And Terry he had the long one, but even some other ones, he was getting north-south. We always talk about getting a first down, 10 yards, and then, get stuff after that. But I think we took 3, and we want to make sure we clean that up. So, you never want to take penalties. I think we took less penalties in the second half, which was good, but always stuff to work on, that's for sure.
Speaking of just kind of, the kind of slow first half, you going up against Winnipeg in Thursday, what are you guys looking at to jumpstart to make that offense engine firing on all cylinders as soon as that first whistle blows?
Well, one, I was going to try to enjoy this victory first, so thanks for wrecking my night. No, we actually talked about there that we got to take care of ourselves because we got to reload here, and we're going to be back with the players on Monday, so it's going to happen really quickly. So obviously a very good team. We'll we'll celebrate this for a few hours tonight, and then get on to Winnipeg. But man, they look like a really good football team when I've rewatched their first 2 games.